Okay, hello everybody. Today we are going, in this tutorial, we are going to see how to modify, or we are not going to do hacking on an existing app, but the modification of an app and then installing back to the system is something that we want to actually learn today. Okay, so this tutorial is about how to modify or hacking an Android app. So there are a certain number of the steps that we need to actually do in order to do a modification to an app when we don't have the source code available. The only available version or the artifacts that we have from an Android application is the APK file that we can download it from. Okay, so if you know or if you remember an APK file in an archived file, and then when you are unzipping an APK file, you are able to actually extract the internal structure of the files that you have in the app. But those extracted structure are all in binary version, binary form. So you cannot really change them, or they are not readable by you for you. So you need to use some other tools like an APK tool to debug and then build and then construct those or extract those the folders that we have in an APK file, and eventually you should be able to actually see some Somali files, which are the assembly of Android, and these Somali files are readable by humans, so we can actually uh, search for text and then modify accordingly. So in this tutorial, we are going to modify Somali files and then build it back using the APK build options to build the APK, the modified APK file. Okay, so in this tutorial, I have set up my running example as this. So, okay, I already have an APK file, a sample APK file, which is a simple calculator. We will work on that, but before running an APK file, we need to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use Kali Linux and Santuku at the same time. So I'm going to actually have a shared folder, which has some content shared between Kali and Santuku, because I'm going back and forth between these two virtual machine. So if you want to know how to create a shared folder on VirtualBox, go to, before even executing the virtual machine, go on the setting option, and in the setting you have something called shared folder, and then you can create shared folder for each machine, for each virtual machine. And then through that you can actually share files between two virtual machines. Okay, I have already created my shared folder. I will go over it and show you how. So I'm gonna use, or I'm gonna execute APKTool, which is a disassembler for APK files, and run the APK tools on Kali, and then run the Android SDK manager on Santugo. The reason that I'm doing this because these are already the APK tools, the latest version is already installed on Kali and it is already functional. And also the Android SDK manager is already installed on Santuko, so I don't have to actually install it myself. Okay. And then after the installation or the shared folder setting, we go for the creation and setting of Android SDK manager and customize and create customized Android virtual device. And then we install the app as it is without any modification. We see how to list the installed apps on the Android virtual device. We then uninstall the app, and then we disassemble debug the APK file using APKD with option D and then APK name. We change or modify or hack whatever it is, the Somali files, the tutorials or on understanding what a Somali file does. It will be another tutorial which will be created in the future. In here, we just do a simple modification to show you the mechanic or the procedure on how to modify an APK file. And then we built back the modified APK using the APKB, which is a build, it stands for build, and the path name for the modified APK. Generate a signing key to sign the generated app, and then sign it using the jar signer, sign the app, and then eventually we install the modified app on the Android virtual machine. Okay, so I keep this instruction in here. So let me open up my terminal. Before that, I need to actually show you the shared folder. So if you go to the file manager, and then you see that in here I have a shared folder called SF, which is provided by the Santuko VM shared folder. And if you click on it, you see that I have created a folder called Digital Forensics. And if you click on it, I have forget about the disk rescuer. We have a folder called Simple Calculator. And if you click on it, you see that we have an APK file. Okay, so this is my shared folder in Santuko. I have the same shared folder, exactly the same shared folder on the Kali Linux, which means that these two virtual machines are sharing the same virtual folder, virtual machine shared folder. Okay, so this is our virtual machine shared folder. Let me keep this one in here as well. So first of all, so I have already showed you the shared folder. The creation of the shared folder, I think you can, as I mentioned, you can create it very easily using the VirtualBox setting and shared folder. In some Ubuntu, you also need to add the user to the VirtualBox, I believe, groups. So you can Google for it and then create your own shell folder or in general. So let's see. So as I said, in the Kali Linux, I will have my Santuko, my Android SDK manager. Why? As I said, if you click on it and then go to the Santuko menu option and then go to the development tools, and you see that you have Android SDK manager, Android Studio. So as I said, it has already been installed on Santuko. So let me click on it, Android SDK Manager, and show you what I have in here. Okay, so this Android SDK Manager, you need to be careful because you need to actually install the libraries and the packages you need for running your Android virtual device. So let's see what I have installed so far. So you see that in here I have installed Android SDK, this one, Android SDK build tools. I have installed that one, which is, I believe that it is I don't know, it is a revision 20. Okay, so pay attention to the versioning number. Some of these configurations may not work together. So this configuration worked for me very well. So I have installed, let's see what else I have installed. I have installed this one. So it is Android 9 SDK platform, which I believe that I haven't used this one. So you don't have to actually use or install this one. I have also installed the Where. As I said, you don't have to actually install anything on Android 9. The Android version which I'm going to use is perhaps so pay attention. I have installed these packages for even for the version of the Android 4.4 W.2. And then perhaps this is the version that I'm going to use. So this one is the most important one for you for this tutorial to install your or create your Android virtual device. As you can see here, I have created or installed the package, all the packages related to the related to Android 4.4.2 or API 19, including SDK platform, ARM, especially this ARM is very important, Intel, Google API, ARM, and then the rest. Okay, so that is the important part. You need to install. Okay, let's see what I have created for my Android virtual device. So if you go and click on tools and then manage AVD or Android virtual devices, you see that I have already created a task name, an AVD named task. And then if I click on edit, okay, you see that these are my configurations. So the name of the AVD file is test. The name of the device is Nexus 10, whatever it is, the rest. The target machine or the cell phone or is Android 4.4.2, API level 19, CPU API ARM RE API -v7a, hardware keyboard present, no skin. I usually put the HVGA skin, and then front camera, so those are not really important. Memory options, these are my settings, and then internal storage is 2048, SD card 18, and that's all. Okay, this is your my Android virtual device which I have created. Okay, so to launch your Android virtual device, you need to start it. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and then it is asking for scaling, display the real size. I'm saying yes, and then leave the remaining part and then launch it. Okay, so I'm launching my AVD test Android virtual device name test, and as you can see here, it has been started. It is setting the things. So let's do some. Yeah, maybe I can keep it in here. So while we are waiting for that, I need to actually mention that how to install the app. So the installation of the app is the use of a utility called ADB install, the app name. And then you have the list of the app. Again, you are using the ADB utility. You will see how. And then on installation, again, you are using the ADB on install the install package. Okay, so these are the addition that you need to follow. Okay, so let's wait a couple of more minutes to see if our Android virtual device is coming up or not. Here we go. Yes, we have it in here. So, so this is our Android environment or emulator. And if you click on this, I believe that it is called setting, you will see all the apps installed already on this virtual device. So as I mentioned, my sample Android app, which I'm going to actually do my exercise on it, is called Simple Calculator. We already have a calculator, which this calculator is different from our calculator. So this is a built-in calculator, which comes with the Android device itself. So we are not going to mess with this Android app or the calculator which is built in this app. So this is our Android device. So let me keep in here, and then see. Let's go to terminal, and then see what we are going to do with the installation or those kind of stuff. Okay, so let me increase that one. So as I said, my virtual machine, my shared folder, sorry, is somewhere called, I believe it is called media. Let me see. My shared folder um, is in here. Yes, media. Um, okay, I have shared folder in here. So let me go inside it. CD. Oh, let me increase the font size. Yeah, preference. And then this terminal font, yeah, this one. And then I'm going to change it to 14. Okay, hopefully it is visible right now for you guys. Okay, so let me change my cancel this one to my shared folder. Okay, here I go. So I am in my shared folder, and I have the digital forensics in here, and then I want to actually go inside that simple. Oh, sorry. Inside that simple calculator. Okay, I'm in here. So this is my app. So first of all, let's install this app on our device, Android virtual device, and see how does it look like. So before that, I need to actually see if what are the list. I need to get the list of the already installed packages on this Android device. So the command that I'm going to use is called adb shell, and then pm list packages dash f dash 3. Okay. Dash f dash 3. Okay. This will give you the list of the packages installed on your on your Android virtual device. As you can see here, we don't have our own simple application yet. So we need to install our simple application, which is called this net.technotopia.simplecalculator.apk. Okay, how do we do that? So there is we use the same command called adb, Android debugger bridge. So it is called Android debugger bridge, adb install, and then the packet name, the APK name. So this is the APK, and then I am gonna copy this one and then paste it in here, and then enter. Okay, we just wait the package. Pay attention in here. Okay, so as you can see here, it has been already installed. So this is the one that we just installed. Okay, and the installation is success. So if I go in here to the Android virtual device and click on my installed calculator, and you see that this is our calculator, simple calculator. Okay, so this is the app which we are going to actually do some modification. And as I said, our modification is not going to be like a very up to the detailed, like a hacking kind of things. We are going to just to change these two terms in here, ans equal to 0 or equal to something, and m equal to 0. So for instance, if I 5 multiplied by 3, it gives you 15, and as you can see here, ans is equal to 15. So I'm going to change these ans to something else, like an ans hacked or m hacked, just to show that how the process, the system works. Okay, the procedure works. So I'm going to push back to the main setting. So I need to actually uninstall this my app in here. So I'm going to do again using the Android debugger bridge, uninstall. Oh, sorry, I need to actually show you if that Android has been installed or not. And again, I'm using the ADB shell PM list packages -f-3. And if I click on it, as you can see here, the last line is actually our package, which is installed in here. So I'm gonna uninstall this package. Let me copy this one. And in here, I have ADB uninstall, and then the name of the package, which is the net.technotopia.simplecalculator. And then pay attention in here, and it is gone. Okay. So the package is uninstalled and it is success. Okay, we already saw how to install a package, an APK file on an Android virtual device. Okay, so right now, so we have done up to install the app and then uninstall the app. We have done up to here. Okay, so from now on, we want to actually do a little bit more going into the reverse engineering and do some modification to the Somali files. Okay, so we need to actually change the environment from Santuko to Kali, because as I said, I have the installed version of the APK or running APK tools on Kali Linux. So let me change the screen of the Kali Linux. Okay, so in this screen, let me see if I can find my shared folder. So yes, in here. So this is my shared folder, and if I click on it, you can see that I have the same information in here. Okay, so let me have this shared folder in here because I need it. So right now we are going to actually run APKTool to debug this APK file. So how am I supposed to do? I need to actually create a terminal or open up a terminal. Let me see if I can edit the font size. Zoom maybe a little, yeah. Okay, it is. I am able to actually zoom in and then increase the font size, which is what I need in general. Okay, and then I have this one in here, just to make sure that I can see my Android name. Okay, so let's see. I need to go to the folder that I have my my shared folder, CDSF. That is my shared folder, which is shared which is a folder shared by Kali Linux and also by Santuko. I go to the digital forensics, and then I have to go to the simple calculator, and I have the APK in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to actually copy this one, copy selection, and then in here I put APKTool B, and then paste the name of the APK file. So B, sorry, not B. That should be D. B is for build. D is for debug. So D for debug. Okay. So let's see this command APKTool D debug. Then the name of the APK should create all the or extract everything that I have in the APK file to my location. Pay attention in here. So it is creating a folder with the name of the calculator, and it is actually creating all those initial requested files. So let me go to this window and then click on the created things. Yeah, as you can see here, I have the Android manifest.xml file. I have the APKTool.yml. I have the Somali, which, as I mentioned, it is assembly for the Android, but it is readable and we can edit it. I have res resources, the folder for resources. I have original, um, and then I have Somali. So let me just click on the Android manifest file and see what kind of permission this Android apps is asking for. Simple calculator action. So this is the main action. Okay, that's the most important one because we need to know what are the main actions. So Android intent action, and the category is in here, Android intent category launcher. Okay. Simple category calculus. So it seems that there is no permission at all, which is fine. We can, as a hacker, you can add some permissions to the manifest file, and then force the operating system or request the operating system to give you some permission. But we are not going to do at that level for this in this tutorial. It is just a simple application, simple modification of an Android app. Okay. So anyway, there is no permission, but we have some main actions in here. So let me close this. Okay, and then close this one as well. And then Somali, that is the file that is the place that we want to actually do some modification. So we have Android, we have support, we have V4. There are tons of them. Usually the one that it is under the location of Android is supporting all those virtual user interfaces and components for layout of the app and everything, that any component that you may have or you may add to the to your app for user interface. And the one that actually does more functionality is on the other on this one in the other folder, which is the net technopia simple calculator, and it is the list of the Somali files, and in addition to the contents, and you can actually do some modification. So as you can just browse the names, build configuration calculator.somali. So for instance, let me see, calculator.somali, and this is the Somali file. Let me see if I can zoom in to increase the font size. Yeah, select the font, select font. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is the a sample Somali file. As I mentioned, going through a sample Somali file and what it means in general will be the topic of another tutorial. But as you can see here, we can actually create a class. We can define some static fields, some instance fields. We have some Z in here, which I believe that this stands for the float number. What else? We can have some methods, and then each method it will be ended with the end method, and blah 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 blah. Okay, as I mentioned, yeah, end method, and then we have some other stuff in here as well. As I mentioned, the focus of this tutorial is not to teach you what a Somali file or means in general, or what is the semantic of a Somali file. We just want to actually see how we can actually modify simple application and then install it on an Android virtual device. So the one that I'm going to look is what we call it simple calculator activity.somali. And as you can see here, it has two other files, simple calculator activity $1 and $2, which means that it has some, I believe that nested classes defined in some simple calculator activity. So let me click on this simple calculator activity. So this is our simple calculator activity. As I mentioned, we want to actually just simple modification. We are not going to actually change this simple app very heavily from the digital forensics or the hacking perspective. So let me just scroll down. It is very huge file. So perhaps we are not going to actually get too much stuff in here. Let me, as I said, because it is readable, you can search for the one for whatever things that you are looking for, and that is the best things. So, for instance, we said that we want to actually change the APS or M equal to something. Okay, here I go. I found it. Okay, this one. And this is the one that this is a text that is actually visible on the user interface of that of this simple calculator. So let me change it to M parentheses and hacked. Just a simple things. And also I have the A and S equal to here. And then let me change this one as also to A and S hacked parentheses this one. Okay, just a simple modification to show how the procedure works. Okay, as I said, we will go over this the content of the Somali file, which is very important for the red team's activity for hacking in another tutorial. But for in here, we just see how it is possible to actually change a Somali file and then simply just hack an app. So let me save it. Okay, we just saved it. Save the modified APK file or the Somali file and the main activity. And then I'm going back up to the main folder, which is in here. And then I'm going to actually do some modification or some build of the modified app. So what I'm going to do is in here, I need to actually generate another app. So I'm going to change the original app that I have to something else. So move, paste this one to paste again dot original, just to keep it as somewhere to be safe. And then I'm going to actually, this folder is actually the content of my modified or revised APK file or the simple application. So in here, I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually use APKTool again, APKTool. In here, instead of the D, which is for debug, we are going to use B for the building of the modified application. Okay, so net.technotopia simple calculator.apk file. I believe that I don't have the APK name, so it is just this one. Okay. Okay. So it field should create. So it should create. Pay attention to here, to this folder. It should create this command should create a subfolder called dist or destination dist or dist, and in that dist you will have to actually see, we need to actually get that generated or modified APK file. So let me issue this command, and then we see that in here. Okay, this is created. This is created. Okay, and if you click on it, you see that it is your modified version of the APK file. That is what we are going to actually install it back to our Android virtual device. Okay. In order to install my app on my Android virtual device, I need to assign my app. So for signing an app, I need a key. So then the application the utility I'm going to use is called keygen or KeyTool for generating a key, a set of the key for me in order to sign this APK file. So KeyTool dash gen key dash v dash key store, and then I just name it as my release dash key dot key store dash alias, and I just give it as a name of my alias dash key alg rsa dash key size 2048 dash validity 10,000. Okay, this is the command I am going to use for generating a key that key will be used. The key will be used for the signing the app. Enter the pass. Pass 2021, for instance. Repeat it. Pass 2021. What is your first name? Just Akbar. And then what is the name of your organization unit? It is a CS department. What is the name of your organization? TTU. What is the name of your city or locality? Maybe just Lubbock, Texas. And this is Texas. And then what is the first two country code? It is US. And these are information for signing or for generating the key. Is it correct? Yes. And it creates the pass 2021, pass 2021 for me. Okay, so this is my key generated. Okay, so let's sign our app. Okay, so for signing the app, we need to use a utility called jar signer. Jar signer dash verbose dash sig alg, and then we have sha1 with rsa dash digest alg sha1 dash key store, and then the name of the key store should be this one, which we have created. And then the next one is the name of the app, which we have modified or created. As soon as I have that one, and the last one is my alias name. And then it asks for the password, pass 2021. Here you go, jar signed. Okay, so our APK file is signed right now. So let's install this APK, modified APK file on our Android virtual device. So before that one, let's see if we have, just to make sure that we don't have an app again, in our virtual device. Okay, so again, I'm just issuing ADB shell PM list packages -f-3, and as you can see here, I don't have the name of this app in my list. Okay, so let me install that app. ADB install, and then this APK file. Okay, pay attention to this setting of the Android virtual device. So if just pay attention in here, if I issue this command adb install, it is going to install my app on this location, and this success. Here we go. I have the app, and then if I click on it, here you go. You have changed at least the user interface of this app to m parenthesis hacked and ans parenthesis hacked. Okay, So as I said, this tutorial was just to show you how to modify simple modification of a Somali file, and then signing, and then installing a modified version of the APK file on the Android virtual device. Thank you for watching.